it's Bri Lee here, reporting to you from the Ubud Readers and Writers Festival. I am super excited to be the recipient of this year's exchange between the Emerging Writers Festival and the Ubud Readers and Writers Festival. Tomorrow everything kicks off, but tonight there's like a gala opening and a dinner for all of the writers at the festival, and I am super excited because a whole lot of writers who I really admire, who I've never met before, let alone like being in the same room before. My hotel is low-key fabulous. So I'll tell you all about it when things start happening. Okay, cool. I'm so excited! Hey, I just sort of came back from my first full day at the festival. I saw in the morning Suki Kim, whose book, Without You, There Is No Us. She wrote after like living undercover in North Korea for a year in 2011, and I was in North Korea in 2011, only for a few weeks, but she's so smart and she speaks so intelligently and yet like with such empathy. And it's the only writing about North Korea I've ever read that I actually thought was legit and accurate since having been there myself. And then I went and saw Magda Zubanski, and she was phenomenal. I didn't buy her book because I already bought it and read it at home, but she blew my mind. And then I had to run home, and now I'm just gotten ready to go out and do my Women of Letters. This will be my second Women of Letters, and I'm always like, I'm really flattered to be invited, but it makes me nervous because it's like pretty big names and like women I admire reading as well. But anyway, I'm running late, so I have to go. But first day was super duper awesome. Just making a little video because my drive is super late and I might even miss my panel. And look, there's a lizard. I just got home from my Make Art Not War event, and I was on a panel with me and 4 incredible hip-hop artists who got up and like performed for the audience.
Come back to say, one, no beginning, no end, take away everything we know, we're left with him.
2 of the guys on the panel were from the group called Brotherhood, and they are Muslim Australian rappers. And we had a really interesting chat about how often Islam is so misunderstood as being particularly like awful to women. One of the guys that spoke is a White Ribbon ambassador, and they have a track all about like how awful domestic violence in Australia is. And they're huge in the sort of, they go and speak to a lot of schools, and they're pretty big in like the young like Muslim community in Australia, and it was really awesome, really epic. Yeah, and now I'm back and have a couple of hours to finish my speech for my event tonight. Today was the last day of the festival, and now I've just come home and gotten changed, and I'm getting ready to go out to the final like sort of artists' dinner and closing party. I have to fly. I have to leave my hotel early tomorrow morning to get on a flight to go to a different part of Indonesia for my satellite event. And I get to meet like the local literary community there, and this like cafe is having a session with me and stuff. Oh, I'm pooped. Tonight's gonna be fun. I can't believe how quickly everything's gone, and I'll report to you next from a completely different part of this wonderful country. I just got the craziest motorbike taxi home, and I was just like sitting on the back, no helmets, and he was going so fast around these like hairpin bends, and he was just like singing to me, like serenading me at the top of his lungs the whole way home. And so that's the end of the Ubud part of the Writers' Festival. Good night. So now I'm in Bandung. I'm here for my satellite event, which actually turned out to be like 4 different sort of little events, which has been really awesome. So today we got up early, and my sort of like liaison person from the Writers Festival, his name's Ari, and he knows a lady here who's like sort of quite active in the literary community here, amongst other things, and they took me to like this traditional music sort of performance thing with this school, and then they like made me get up and dance. And then actually what was really cool was that I went and spoke to a bunch of local Indonesian emerging writers, and a bunch of the women I met have their own sort of writing group that is quite specifically for mothers, because here it's not just the norm, it's like almost all women will be stay-at-home mums as soon as they have children, and so they've developed this really awesome writing community for the women who like are stay-at-home mums to sort of connect with each other and share experiences and like exchange writing, and that was really great. And they're like sort of more conservative than in Bali, that's for sure, but my writing is very obviously feminist. So it was very interesting to hear differing perspectives on that today. For example, one person asked me, I'd like made some passing reference to my boyfriend, and then one woman was like, "But you call yourself a feminist, like how do you have a boyfriend? Isn't he like embarrassed? How does he go out with you in public if everybody knows you're a feminist? Who is he?" And it was really funny. And so now I have like 15 minutes to take a shower and get ready to go for my actual satellite event, which is at this sort of co-working space. It's called Co & Co, because Bandung here is like a really big university city. And then tomorrow we get up super early and fly home. And yeah, obviously one final big humongous thank you to the Emerging Writers Festival for shipping me over here, and also to the Ubud Readers and Writers Festival. They've been like fantastic with me, and I really hope I get to come back next year, if not the year after, because it's amazing and you should all go as well.